let me tell you what I did in that reality show. All those people I had versus rounds with, what I did was I told them this. As soon as I got to their group home, I started sleeping with the finest girl members of the company. They had fantasies of being with these women. Called out big versus small, while I'm not willing to do something that's not for money on paper. Fan man, I already told you how that came out. All those fucking newgrounds. Where's your favorite porn? I'm not being to achieve anything big. In the company, it's a delicacy. Oh my god, he's dancing really yesy. Is he doing what? Now, I'm never gonna get down to really what I specifically said. This is how you push it in the hood. I'm telling you flat out, these people complain about their lives. Literally, they had a high school problem and stayed fucking sleeping with the members. But why you, that happened because you clown at me. You compare me to people in there saying something. People with a way worse criminal record that has rape specifically over and over and over again. To the point, literally, where I said, well, if you're not gonna count something on top of something, then I'm gonna sleep with them. Live your dream, literally, and I'm gonna talk shit and say that's just a dream. I'm gonna start dancing with girls. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of things around the company. Well, why am I calling out something amazing? I'm calling out jukebox. I'm calling out the animation. Calling out what you're not letting me see is bullshit. Because you're comparing it to a man-child. They struggle. You know, the number one rule of being mature is don't do something unless you're above it. This is why the hood was filled with meaningless sacrifices. We did twice as much as criminal activity on top of Poker Face, and what happened? You had a clear indication from Captain Curl after playing that long-ass game of Sorry with your mom. Told you to go back to school. And then, get this right, literally, I call out the them not letting me see an anime. It's the same as a gang angle as me, that means the standard. Because as soon as I do, you make your move. It's stupid, it's insanity. Because what I called out from her games specifically is that you want to keep on critiquing things on the outside but never have somebody get in. I'm telling you, all those games ain't with your mother. Literally, when you're living two lives, and you live at Deus Ex Machina, you try to get real shit and end with your mother, and that's why you avoid it. As the biggest pussy in the world, you can't be putting your style over your own life forever. Idiots in the company, literally. I even get mirages, literally. We complained about our life for 3 years, he got the greatest thing in the world, but I called out that wasn't mature. Entire system based off, oh, because he said something instead of the actuality of the situation. The exact same reason why you couldn't understand why I started reading. You can even compare that to autistic kid. Oh, reading is for dyslexic people, when on paper it's the exact opposite. Reading is for literally white people to stay spoiled, this and that. Every time I gangster literally dumps those conclusions and connects to the government, I actually do the literal definition of the real thing on paper. No, reading is to expand your mind. That's why I get real money at gangster dumping as well. No money is mine anyway. Every time you dump an empire and factor the government, it gets you away from getting a girl, definitely. And you can fall back on things where a girl was crazy. Didn't meet her senile standards. All those excuses stop autistic people from making it. Real big time. I'm telling you, there's a Babylon and there's a human energy. And while I know what you're doing, literally, to get me on the street, and the reason, literally, why they keep on getting their way is because they're supposed to end in full disability. And what they're doing is they're using full disability in the gang at the same time. They're using the amendment, this is that. I know exactly how people get down. Literally, they hide behind the amendment. They know an actual fact of the government instead of me saying, yo, you just did wrong, you broke a crime. You check the location, and then they do you know versus I know how to cheat with magic. They're double checking the amendment. What they do is they yell and complain all day. Like, I'm telling you, literally, I figured out something about Emily. He complains literally all day to her family. He comes at people, you know, like, she came at me back in the day, literally, this thinks of something foul. I mean, people live miserable in order for an excuse for me to not to get money. That's what I'm saying. I'm not judgmental. I know things are far-fetched. But what you do when you give, you know, little kids the right, you know, to complain, do things like that, literally, here's what exactly happens. They know the situation is real. They know the bill that I have for baby is real. They know that, you know, I've been over 300. Anyways, you know, they know I'm big. They know that, you know, grown-ass man. But what they do is they recognize that I'm a spur holding on to society, and they're so crazy. They go infiltrate so much. They know, literally, they complain, hide behind full disability, but then hide behind concrete gangster or a concrete voice. Thinking the fact that Eris is saying something plain. Compared to how much work I did constantly. Shit got so bad, the hood got so bad, I was able to call out roles of Mandela and what wasn't. Right before it happens, it pisses me off. Because no one wants to believe that shit. Literally, I'm like, I don't feel for those people literally still talking about pussy. Literally, I'm with Evolution. I want to see my HD anime already. Your gangsters so crazy. They literally believe that no one can beat their mother when somebody beat their mother before. The joke around being their mother is no matter how much you gas at them, no matter how much you need this and that, or burgundy mom, she still gave him the hood. Still gave him a chance to score. Literally, if Tremont is so senile, they think that it can actually be otherwise. It can otherwise because how fucking stupid you are. You wanna know why? Because I went to literally somewhere foreign, like Universal Studios. As soon as I came back home, literally they went out of the way to freaking break the spell. I'm like, fuck you. When you do shit like that, you give a little kid grown man tools. Pisses me off constantly. Tell you, Lily, the most mature thing I'm gonna say for this video is that Lily, that's the difference between me and the pastor. Pastor can look at me, Lily, and grin at me a certain way, saying that I scored higher, saying that, oh, you did this before my mom called it. Do a whole one, and no matter Lily how much Lily, his wife, criticizes him at times, he's been through a whole one, and she recognizes that, yo, she doesn't want Earth because he's too young, he's too promiscuous. And end off the video like this. The worst part about dating with a mom. The fact that the running gag of fucking network, I was the biggest grown man on the outside on paper. In order for a gangster to work with me, would have to give up their criminal record and do acts of kindness, and nobody wants to let go of their ego, which is severely immature. I got ruined all because of a gangster. I was even trying to say it to a man downstairs for the 100th time. I work with a voice actor every year, but unfortunately he's a pedophile for the 1000th time. Reality show how good versus battles. True, it is very true. Ever the members in the Formation Studio were actually aware of domestic violence and how it works out, and they weren't hyped because they recognized what happens back in the hood. So do you want to call that a reality show, or do you want to call that people fucking around on paper? Because what I did to my auntie was showing the video of the G and Lily when he's training, when he first turns to Super Saiyan in front of Android 19, he says, I don't care. It's fucking hilarious. You want that, Lily, with people double implying Lily knowing how domestic violence works? Actually call that a reality show, you call that people fucking around waiting for round 2.